Let's talk about what actually moved markets this week. Not politics, just the money. And first up is Fed Governor Waller, who is currently pushing for an interest rate cut because he said that economic growth is slowing down and as well as inflation is cooling down. So we can count this as a soft whisper of relief, especially if you have credit card debt or say if you plan to make a big purchase with a loan in the future. Because he's literally telling the group chat like, okay, we're doing a little bit too much now because everyone is not on board at all, which brings us to our next story. Because despite Waller being on board, the rest of the Fed were just like, no, not yet, we're not feeling it. Because inflation is still acting a little as well as tariffs are lurking. Which brings us to our next reason why the group chat is not agreeing, because inflation increased from 2.4% to 2.7%. And this was hotter than expected, so we can blame this on rising rents, the clothes in which that you purchased, and as well as all the household things that you forgot that you needed. So remember that this rise in inflation will impact your purchasing power. And this is exactly why now your Walmart or Trader Joe's run feels like a luxury shopping experience. And Wall Street is also nervous about this too, because inflation expectations are creeping up. And this is shown in the TIPS break-even rate, or the Treasury inflation protected securities, jumped over 2.5%, which is a quiet way of the market saying that inflation may stick around, so we may as well price it in now. So when the big money investors start thinking about long-term inflation, you do too. So that means that you need to adjust your cash-heavy strategy and as well as your high-yield savings account goals as well. Okay? And guess what is making this all worse? Tariffs. Because on last Friday, July 11, Trump announced that there will be a 35% tariff on Canadian imports. And this is very much so in line with the current administration's whole bring it all home agenda. But remember, more tariffs means higher prices on everything from furniture to fruit to whatever. So here's the bottom line for this week. The Fed is debating, inflation's creeping, tariffs are taxing. So whether you are budgeting, investing, saving, or just trying to breathe, know that economic pressure is real and it is personal. So therefore, stay sharp and stay solvent, and follow the Junior Economist for more. I'll see y'all next week.